And he got back to me and he liked the idea and stuff, but like basically long story short, like it was gonna take too long to like actually get it done, and like I kind of had a deadline, and like I could have probably waited, but it was also an uncertainty whether like it would ever get done, so I didn't want the instrumental to necessarily just like wait you know, an unlimited amount of time to like get a vocal on it, because obviously he's like a busy man, and like I'm not gonna like the type of person to like hit someone up like multiple times and be like, hey, like how's this going, so I kind of like mind my business, and I'm like, all right, clearly he's probably gonna be busy for a while, so instead I'm just gonna like maybe try and make something better, something cooler, and then send it to him down the line where like there's no real deadline and like it's more flexible kind of vibe. But I would love to make something with him. He's so sick. Ollie Sykes is a god. Anyone like there's this thing that I find, like the similarity that I find between artists I love, that like the artists that I love the most are the ones that like literally go and take like the weirdest, craziest risks in their career that are like very questionable and very like, wow, like they're doing that, like that's really different than like what they're known for, but then they take those risks and then their audience like fucks with them anyway, and they just keep pushing the envelope and doing unique new shit. Those people, I think, not even just in music, but I think in fashion, I think in like in any sort of like artistic expressive way, like anyone who has that ability to trust their own instinct and taste so heavily that they take those risks no matter what the possible outcome will be, like those are like the realest ones. That's a tough thing to do, because like it's like definitely easy to play it safe, like what's worked for you in your career, and like what's worked for you in your career so far, it's like easy to kind of like continue to do that, you know what I mean, for the safety aspect. But I don't know, I think the craziest shit happens when like someone's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try something crazy and new and just like roll with it. Oh yeah, so everyone's saying REZZ and Polyphia. So one of the songs on the EP is featuring Tim Henson from Polyphia, so that's sick as fuck. And I haven't told you the vocal on it yet. It's a band. It's like this band that is like super sick. But I'm actually gonna put off the I'm gonna put out the instrumental as well, because actually the instrumental to the song is so, I love it so much. And in my opinion, the instrumental is one of my favorite songs I've made. Like just in regards to like the melody and sort of the track, like just like the track in general is probably one of my favorites. But first, when it comes out, it's gonna come out with a vocal, because, you know, like fucking more potential streamable, and also like having the features like the band and like Tim Henson on it is like definitely like the way to go. But then I actually wanted to include the instrumental on the EP, but like if I were to have done that, then it would be 8 songs as opposed to 7. And then technically speaking, it would be called an album because it's 8 songs, and like we didn't want it to be like an album, like, you know what I mean, like that's not like the next like REZZ album. It's more just like I want it to live as an EP. So yeah. What else is there? But yeah, it's sick. That I'm actually stoked for people to hear that, like even just the instrumental or with like the vocal, whatever, like the instrumental for that song's good and the vocal's cool. Someone said, just need to say your EF set was amazing. Thank you so much. You know what's funny about the EF set? Like, it's funny that I'm even saying this, like exposing myself, but like the intro got fucked up at Electric Forest. There was supposed to be an intro, but what happened was, so like I get on stage, and as usual, I'm like nervous, like nothing new here, whatever. So I'm like a little bit nervous. I'll like go on stage, and then my tour manager, what he does is he always goes like, check, check, hey, and then he like presses play on the first, like on the intro bit, and then like I come up, whatever. And like, so I get up there, and like the song, the intro is playing through through the booth monitors, but I can tell behind me there's no video on the screen, which means Cam, my visual guy, is not hearing the output. So my intro's playing, I can hear it. I even turn my glasses on for the cue of my intro. Like there's like a bass thing that happens. So I even turn on my glasses on the cue, but I can see that there's like not much of a reaction from the crowd because like the audio's out. So I'm like, to my tour manager, I'm like, Dude, like, the audio, like, they definitely can't hear anything, and then it turns out that the sound guy at front of house had all the sound down, and then, but the good thing is that when they, 1 second, but when they did turn the volume back on, the good thing was that it started right at the beginning of Signal, so it kind of just looked like I opened with Signal, which is fine, that's fine. Oh shit, there's like 177 people watching this now. Yeah, someone's like, it really looked like you opened with Signal. Exactly, like, I'm glad though, that's fine. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. It could have been like, it's funny because I was actually going to open with this life and death edit, but if I did that and then there was no sound for that intro bit, oh, like, that would have been so bad, because then basically, like, I would just be on stage and then the sound would just, like, fucking, like, just, like, came out of nowhere, and I'd be like, oh, I'm here now, hello, everyone, and, like, it would just be, like, absolute chaos intro. But anyway, so while I was on stage, though, and, like, the Signal thing, like, the intro fucked up, and then Signal started playing, I was like, like, the first, like, while of the set, I was, like, pretty bummed out, because I was like, damn, that intro was so, like, anticlimactic. And then the booth monitors were kind of, like, really quiet, too, so I was like, is anyone hearing anything? But then, when I finished and got off stage, I like, asked my team and everything, everyone's like, it was like, totally fine. It was, like, all was well. And I was like, all right, good. And actually, the feedback for that one ended up being really good. And there's, like, a lot of people at that one. Really crazy. But yeah, like, the one thing that I really need to figure out, though, like I said in the earlier chat, was songs to play. So now there's more people in the chat. Someone's like REZZ and John Summit. Dude, John Summit is a bloody legend, for real. Like, this man, I do not understand how he does anything and how he is... The thing about John that's so amazing is that literally, first of all, his music is, like, actually indisputably so good. Like, I understand it's, like, subjective at the end of the day, so if it's, like, not for you, that's fine. But, like, it's, like, good music. Like, his shit gets, like, stuck in my head. And, like, and not just that, but the thing about him that I love is that, like, he can go and, like, get so wasted and all this shit, but then when you see him, he's just, like, always smiling and vibing and just, like, being so nice and, like, I don't know, he's like a nice man. Like, he's sweet. And, like, yeah, it makes really good music. And I was with him the other night, like, 2 nights ago. And, like, he after his set, he, like, invited me, like, my friends to his hotel. I actually didn't go, but my friends all went. So you're welcome, John, for the new girls in your life. But yeah, I definitely plan to stream more. I was thinking actually to stream, like I said earlier, but I want to stream from, like, my main Twitch channel, but I think for now I'm just gonna stick to this. Who knows, maybe I just, like, build, like, a new brand on, like, Sunglass Sister, and not even, like, it becomes, like, my primary account, like, my REZZ account just becomes, like, my side account. That would be actually funny as shit. It actually makes me laugh sometimes, my, that on my, like, personal Twitter sometimes, like, my tweets sometimes, like, do better on my personal Twitter than my main, which is, like, so hilarious. But I think people just, like, I don't know, I think it's, like, I guess people just enjoy, like, normal life relatability kind of stuff, as opposed to just, like, crazy artist touring situation. What are people saying here? These comments are going pretty fast. Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, this is my main now, for real. This is the main. You guys have any, like, questions or something? I can, like, answer some questions if you want. I also, It's funny because right now, like, if I wasn't on stream, I have this joint next to me, but, like, the thing is like, do I smoke this joint and become violently stoned? You guys are all just wanting that entertainment of me potentially getting too stoned and then just being like having a potential panic and be like, all right. The thing is if I smoked and got too high, we already know what would happen. What would happen is I'd exit the stream, and that would be the end of the conversation for a little bit until I felt more less anxious. It's so nice being back in Canada though, because like there's this weed store. You can actually buy weed from the weed store, which is like fucking crazy, and it's great because now I just like go there and just buy like tons of joints in a row. Like I'll just like mass buy joints and just like have them in every room. It's like, oh, sitting here, gonna smoke my joint. Sitting over there, gonna smoke my joint in that corner. The joint follows in each corner. Do you ever roll them yourself? Nah, I don't roll them myself. I don't know how. Like, I don't know how to do that. I should probably learn though, just for fun. Favorite plugin for synths? I mean, I would say Serum for sure. Who's your top 3 artists that inspire you the most? Oh God. Oh my God. That's actually so tough. I feel like I can't deny that I think, like, there's a couple that come to my head. Like, the 2 artists that come to my head right now, well, it so depends on what. I feel like you can be inspired by artists for different reasons. So, for example, I'm extremely inspired by deadmau5 because of his music and like longevity. That is extremely commendable to me, is longevity. When people have a long career and have been in it for a long time, to me that's really hype and like inspiring, because it's like, what did you do for that to happen? Because a lot of people's careers, like, you know, some people pop off for like a year or 2, 3 maybe, and then you just see that like kind of like the inconsistency gets them, or maybe something happens. There's so many different things that can happen. But I guess in regards to like musicality and in regards to like longevity, I would say deadmau5 is inspiring to me. He also has like, every time I see him, he just never fails to like blow my mind with like fucking like all this random shit he's doing. Like never just music. It's like he makes his own visuals, he makes his own everything. He's creating a video game. He's like, dude, it's like that's just some like wild shit that I can't deny that it's like an inspo to me, because it's like, how are you like that? But if we're talking, and like musically, I like his music a lot. Now, if we're talking in artistic integrity, and if we're talking overall internet vibe, personality in real life, and just general kind of vibe, I would say Porter is an influence to me for sure. The thing is like, although I do like his music, but although it's not fully aligned with my taste, I still respect it so much for what it is, because at the end of the day, what makes people and artists like Porter so amazing is that they're able to sort of encapsulate very perfectly a vision that they have based off of influence and inspo that they've had on their own throughout their life, and it becomes very evident in their music that this is like pure music. This is like very authentic. This is very like from direct sort of influence in their lives. It's not just like trying to like copy someone else or anything like that. It's more like, okay, like I'm like he's, I don't know, he's definitely an inspo. There's no doubt about that. And also he's very bold with his choices. I mean, like he'll do something, I mean, from, you know, his old era where he was like where he released like Spitfire and like all that stuff. I'm kind of like blanking with the titles things, but when he went from that and then he was like, nah, I'm gonna go do this world thing now, and then he just like did that, you like, it is scary to do that kind of shit, you know what I mean? Like, even you can be so confident about stuff, but like, you just never know how it's going to be received, and if it could like literally, I mean, I feel bad for some dubstep artists, because I feel like if your whole brand is dubstep, it's really tough sometimes, not in every case, but sometimes it's really tough in that situation to branch out and make like a really soft tune, because, you know, your whole audience just wants to hear that nasty shit, you know? But like, I mean, it depends. It's been done. Obviously, Skrillex, like, is a perfect example of someone who's been able to, like, just absolutely, like, do any kind of music, like, rap, you know, like, anything, and, like, everyone loves it, and that's amazing. But, yeah. But my point is that Porter took that risk, and he made, like, worlds. And then, on top of that, he then evolved even more and turned into a more even live act in regards to like instrument, like, you know, playing the guitar and singing live. And yeah, and it's people who just like, those people inspire me a lot. I also mentioned this earlier in the chat, but Ollie Sykes inspires me a lot as well, because yeah, he's one of those people who is constantly pushing his band forward. It's like, and I even watched this interview of like one of the dudes in the band, I forget his name, but one of the dudes in the band is saying how like it's scary sometimes being in the band with Ollie, because he's just like constantly like trying to like, no, let's do something crazy, like let's do this next thing, let's do this next thing, and everyone's like, okay, like let's just play it safe like for one time, and he's just like, nah, and he doesn't play it safe. So yeah, people like that are very inspiring to me, basically, long story short. And that goes across the board, like in like music, that goes across the board in all arts, you know, people who do like crazy fashion, people who like you know, dress super crazy and just kind of like do whatever they just do whatever they want and just like rock it. That's the thing too, is like confidence is like so important, because if you're just confident doing something and like you can see that, and it's like everyone can feel that, it's like, you know what I mean, it's obvious when someone has like a bunch of confidence in what they do. And then and also if someone's really confident in what they're doing, you can feel that, and almost as if you can also, like, you start to think it's cool and good too, because you trust so much, that you trust in their confidence so much that it actually morphs your own opinion, like, no, this is sick as hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing about like people who like can influence you in this life, is like it's their confidence that creates this like delulu, that it makes you feel the same way. But yeah, someone's like, your chair looks sick, where'd you get it? I actually just got it from like Amazon or something. I like searched up like comfortable chair, and then this one came up, and someone's like, it's expensive, but just get it, it's worth it. And then yeah, my girlfriend built it for me, so she's literally Barbara the Builder. That's what I like to call her in this situation. Someone's like, what's your favorite tat? I don't know, I got a couple, but this whole thing is kind of crazy, honestly. I mean, I can't deny that that's pretty fucking crazy. Also, I look kind of jacked here, so there's that. But yeah, that Adam dude from LA, he's like boss. Is she enjoying Canada? Yeah, I'm enjoying Canada. Sid's enjoying Canada. It's been awesome. So basically, we just moved here. Like a couple weeks ago now, probably like 2.5 weeks ago. And so the first week we were just like chilling, like hanging out. Like I shipped all of our stuff from the US to come here. So like it took like a week or so to get here. So we've just been settling in, and like I built this new like office space here, which is like super chill. It's like really simple, and I really like that about it. And then she's been building her like downstairs room as well, which has been super sick. And also her dog, like our dog, is really loving it here so much, because there's like a backyard, like the nice backyard the dog can run in and stuff. It's like super chill, and like, yeah, he's very independent here. It's like he doesn't need us anymore, because like at the old place there's these like steps outside, and he won't go down them himself because he had like an accident when he was like a young lad. So now we used to like have to pick him up and bring him down the steps, but here there's like only a couple steps, so he actually jumps down them, which is really nice. What other questions you guys got? It's funny because he's not even a young lad. He's like literally like 10 years old or something. Oh shit. Are you going to refill your water? Yeah, probably for the best. Probably for the best. Someone's like, will you ever make a festival? Yeah, that's definitely the plan. I definitely have a whole idea, like a whole thing, from the title to the aesthetic to the whole, like, everything. But it's like, we're still finding the location. I think we might have, like, we might have a location. By the way, I keep doing this because this little strand of hair here is, like, really doing something. It's really trying to get its shine. But yeah, so I have this like idea for a festival that's like really hype, like so, like I'm so beyond stoked about it, but we've been kind of slow in regards to like finding the actual location for it. And also it's like a lot of work. It's very expensive as well. It's just a lot of stuff to consider before like pulling the trigger on that. But thank God REZZ doesn't drink Dasani. Is that how you say it? Dasani or Dasani? Listen, at this point, I don't even know what to say about that water brand. Hypno Canyon at the Gorge. The Gorge would be sick for sure. That's a huge one. I don't even know. I don't know. That's a huge one though. I would need some heavy support with that one. You guys are sweet. Someone's like, you could sell at the Gorge for sure. I appreciate that belief. Advice for amateur producers. Well, I mean, what I did anyway was get Ableton, get something. It doesn't matter what you use. Everyone uses something different. It's like they all kind of do the same shit. Everyone has their own preference. I most certainly have like my preference is like without even a question, Ableton. That's also what actually the first thing I ever had was FL Studio. But yeah, so the first thing I had was FL Studio, and it was just like not working, like not cutting it for me, so I got Ableton. And then I basically learned by just like messing around for hours and hours and hours. Actually, one thing happened though that is like key. This is actually the main thing I would say if someone wants to like make music at first. I would go online and find like some kind of streamer or something that like released a template for his project or her project file. So like grab someone's project file, open it up on your computer. Because the thing that's so helpful about that is like you literally get to see a full laid out song and what they did in the song. And so you're like, okay, like you start to get a grasp. I would say that would be the #1 way to like learn how to make music. Because like I had one project file that my friend had sent me, like just simply like an Ableton project file. It actually wasn't even like a finished thing, but either way, there was like a kick drum in it, there was like a snare layer, there's like a couple things. And it allowed me to learn to navigate the software, you know? And then once you learn how to navigate the software, well, then it's all on you then, you know? Because then it's like, let's see what the ideas you got, right? Because like, the thing is, though, good ideas, and remember this, they can happen by accident, so not everything is intentional. And a lot of my shit's, I'm just, like, fucking around on my computer. I'm like, oh, like, there's this, like, that intro for Signal. There was, like, this, like, little melody thing that I had, and it was, like, arpeggiated, and it was, like, it was basically randomizing, and then the randomizer, like I recorded what it was doing, and I was like, oh, I hear a melody in that, and like I like cut that melody and like edited it a tiny bit, and then that's like literally the entire basis for like Signal, for example. But yeah, I would say that learning from like someone else's project file would be key, or like YouTube stuff if you have like specific questions. But once you actually learn the software that you're using and like the basic plugins that you actually need, I'm actually gonna open Ableton right now. I'm not gonna like stream my screen and everything quite yet. I am gonna get to that eventually though. But I actually haven't even figured out how to do that, so. Yeah, I don't know. Once you get a grasp on Ableton, then you just figure out what plugins and stuff work for, like, you know, basic EQing. A lot of people actually, some of like the best producers ever, they actually, it's something I've noticed actually across the board with some of like the best, like not the best, but like some really good producers, they just use everything within Ableton. Like sometimes you don't even need, technically you don't even need to have like a shitload of like crazy plugins or like anything like that. Because like Ableton does have like, you know, saturation, compression, like, you know, all that, delays, like distortion, stuff like that. But obviously the more plugin, like some plugins can do like some absolutely insane stuff. But I'm just saying it's not essential. And I feel like that's kind of a comforting thought. It's kind of a comforting thought that you don't need to have like a billion things, and you don't need to go buy like a billion things to like make a song you like, you know? But if you just learn the software and like the basics of it, and then you can just like, I don't know. But yeah, getting the project file would be the most. Someone's like, do you have any advice for beginners to approach sound design? Click random buttons and just like try and see what sounds all right. You would be surprised how many producers are just winging it. Like it's like sometimes it's more rare than not that I will sit there and be like, oh, I have an idea in my head, or I have a melody in my head, or I have some sort of bass pattern or some kind of rhythm in my head. That's more rare than it is for me to just open my computer and fuck around for like 7 hours straight. And then when I fuck around for 7 hours straight, the chances of like making like some random bass noise that ends up like sounding kind of cool, it happens. So you kind of gotta like really put the hours in. I should also mention that like when I started making music, I exclusively just did that for like 2 years straight, like nothing else, like literally nothing. So it was like I would wake up at like 4 p.m. I'd wake up at like 4 p.m., eat food, drink tons of coffee, and then stay up all night till 7 a.m. every day for like 2 years. And then sometimes I'd go out on the weekend and I would like, I had saved money though, because I basically was working at like restaurants and stuff like that previously. And I DJ'd a little bit here and there a little bit when I was like really young, like 15, 16, whatever. But yeah, I had saved some money. So like my parents were like super easy with me like staying at home. So I definitely had a little bit of luxury there to just like have that time. You know what I mean? Not everyone has that time to just like work on shit. Obviously people got jobs, stuff like that. Are you excited for REZZ Mouse? Oh my god, yeah. That's what I've been so busy with recently is this REZZ Mouse thing. Like, I am so excited about it. Like, I've been working, him and I both been working on this set, and like I was working on it a bunch like this past week or two, like just like within my project file, and like, yeah, I'm excited because it's just like, it's different for me, but it's like, it's fun. It's so fun. And like, it's just like, it's nice to have this like outlet where I'm kind of playing different shit while still having some, like, definitely still having like some like classic stuff in there as well. But I just mean like, it's gonna be really fun and like such a switch up for sure. So that clip that Joel shared, so he actually, I think he started that for a potential collab, but he sent me that too the other day. He sent me and he was like, I think he wants to collab with on that one, but he's been like out traveling a bunch, so we'll see what happens when I go there. I'm planning to go there ASAP though. I'm just like waiting for our like schedules to align, and then I'm gonna go there. I've been working on this Superliminal edit though, which is like, I love this edit, but it's gonna get better. Like, it's gonna get better once I need to like really hone in on it. But this Superliminal, for people that don't know, or that song, but that song is actually the reason that I ever started making music, basically. Superliminal, like there's something about that song, like the feeling that it gives me is just like, I'm like, oh my god, like I feel like hypnotized by this shit. So now I'm making this like edit, this like, it's basically, it sounds similar, but it's like, I don't know, it's more like hypnotic sounding now in the way that did some shit. But we're gonna finish this off for sure. I'm so stoked. Haven't checked Twitter. All right, okay, oh yeah. Back to this Red Rocks thing though. Someone said paper walls. I feel like a few people have said paper walls, so I'm going to actually add that in. Just gotta find that full version. All right, cool. There we go. Eddie's in the chat. Wow, people are saying Lost. I just never know. You just never know what people fuck with. I'll tell you that much. I actually really like the instrumental to Lost. I made that so long ago. It's tough not to be a critic of like your super old stuff. Some people are like, you know, like when people say like they like love certain songs, and I'm like, no way, like that is so old, that's so crazy. But yeah, it's like I said, you just literally can never guess what people are gonna like. That's why I'm very pro putting whatever music out that I feel like I try to like put out my music, like, you know what I mean, like no matter what. That's why like I love the Nightmare on REZZ Street project, because it's like whatever I consider like a B-side at least has a place to live, you know, which is as part of Nightmare on REZZ Street, and then I can always put out my music and like not overthink it. Because yeah, I one thing I care so much about is that this career remains fun for me. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in here for like a while now, so like what's important to me now is that I'm still having fun, and so that means making whatever the hell comes natural, and then also releasing it, and also touring less. That's been a massive thing for me. Touring is one hell of a drug, I'll tell you that much. That shit is not easy. Would you ever play Maze again? Oh, Lewis is the OG. He literally knows all my old shit. That's crazy. I don't know if I would play Maze though. I have other songs that are kind of similar to that. Okay, so anyways, throwing this Lost thing in here though. Potentially. Like I said, I'm like not fully sure what I'm gonna play yet, but I'm gonna throw these in anyways. Let's see. Also, thank you, Eddie, for saying that. He said, he's like, he's happy that I'm Twitch streaming because it suits you so well. Love that. I'm just chilling. Oh, nice one. Plague. Good one, everyone. Everyone's got some good taste here. I'm just kidding. I actually like that song too, though. It's a good one. I made that a long time ago. I was like really young when I made that. I was like 19 or 20 when I made that. That's crazy. But I still fuck with it though. Actually, I quite fuck with the melody in that as well. Like the melody during the build thing. Let's see. I don't really like to play the full version of that one. But sick. I just threw that in. Perfect. Okay, yeah, Vortex got that one. Don't you worry about that. Look at this hair right now. Oh, wow. It's really, like, this whole time, it's really been battling me. Okay, so this is what I was gonna say. I already asked, but now really I need an answer. Like, what song of mine, if I didn't play live, you would actually want to pull your hairs out? Like, which one would you'd be like, love her, but I'm going to go in the mirror and pull my hair out? Because that was fucked up that she did that to us by not playing it. That was fucked. Okay. Now we're talking. See, now I raised the concern levels, and now the chat's just popping. That's what we're talking about right here. Okay, now, Opening the opening. All right, here we go. So paywalls, Edge. Yeah. If I didn't play Edge, I would just rip my own hair out at that point. Hex, yeah. Okay, all right. Spider on the Moon, yep. I already have that in there, yep. I actually, someone's like Menace. I actually really fuck with Menace too, for sure. Oh yeah, Selector. I can't deny, guys, I've gotten a little bit sick of playing Selector. I'm not gonna lie, but if this is what the people want here, listen, like, it's 2 nights at Red Rocks, let's fucking roll with it. Let's see. You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy about Selector is that I'm not joking when I say this. When I play in China and play Selector, it is like I am Justin Bieber on stage. For real. I play that beginning part of Selector, and it's all of a sudden like I'm Justin Bieber and just entered like a billion fans that are screaming and crying. That there's something about Selector. I'm pretty sure Selector in China has like literally like an atrocious amount of plays. Like it literally has like, I think like hundreds of millions of plays. Like it's wild. Because the thing is, in China, they also have different outlets for music. So there's like a certain app thing in China where Selector like blew up like exponentially. And it's like, so when I go there and play it, it's literally like my like smash hit there, which is like too funny to me because I'm like, no way. Like, so funny. All right, Lucifer. I'm actually so relieved to see that a lot of the things that you guys are suggesting I already have in my playlist, so that's good. I think we're kind of on the same page. Genuine distress if there's no Hex. Oh, nice one. Someone said Spun. That's a good suggestion. It's like, I like to hear like the ones that people don't say much either, because it's like, I fuck with that one too. I actually really like Spun because it's just like, I don't know, it makes me feel weird. Anything that makes me feel kind of strange inside, I'm like, all right, here we go. Anything that makes me feel like I'm in like an alleyway, like surrounded by like just absolute turmoil and chaos and like ominous scenery, I'm like, yeah, this is probably for the best. I don't know where it stems from, for real. The one time you didn't play Orbit. Oh my god, I didn't play Orbit? That's crazy. I'll definitely play Orbit, for sure. Oh, nice one. Got another suggestion. Psycho. It's an old one. I might play that one. I'll throw that in there, though. Let's see. Psycho. Oh, got some kind of live edit of Psycho. Just throw that in there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Relax. Oh, yeah. I just realized I have an edit to Relax, but then I also have the OG Relax, which I should play both. Like, one night we'll have one, and the other night we'll have a different one or something. Switch it up a little bit. I got a few different Relaxes at this point. Whoa, what is this edit? Hold on. Oh, no, I don't like that one anymore. But it is different, though, so we'll see. Maybe we'll throw it in there anyways. Let's see what happens. Edge, Life and Death. Oh, yep. Life and Death. Someone else. If you didn't play Edge, I would think the real REZZ is being held hostage, and it's a that is so funny. Yeah, I would always play that song for sure. If you don't play Relax, I'm gonna shave my head. For some reason, like, this is just the route we're taking today. Like, we will be shaving our heads if we're disappointed. That's what's gonna happen. That's it. I will literally cut my own hair off if I forget to play like a song that I should play. I will literally cut my own hair off. Cult of Baldies. Holy shit. Nothing wrong with the shaved head, by the way. I just don't know if I would rock that, alright? Everyone just, let's not try and imagine it. Let's just do me a favor for like a second. Oh yeah, Dark Age is a good one. Yeah, I really love that one. I want to make another song that's like kind of similar to Dark Age, like different but like similar. I don't know. That's that one I really like. Throw that in there. Somehow I didn't have that in the playlist yet. Oh, nice one. Clear remix potentially. People like when I play that one. Sometimes I like to close with it or something. Let's see. Oh, nice. witching hour. I love I love hearing this. This is so interesting. What people like what people like in my, like, what songs of them they like. It's so interesting. People are like, I would go bald for you. Can you actually imagine how funny it would be, though, if we're, like, at my Red Rock show and every single person is bald in the crowd, including me? It's like a new debut. We're just like, yeah, Red Rocks this year, that's what we're debuting is bald heads, everyone. Without a Trace. Let's see that. I like that suggestion. I actually like that remix as well. Shout out Kill the Noise. This is definitely helpful. Throw that in there. Yeah, I got violence in there. I have this new, like, edit thing I've been playing out. Bald Rocks. Holy shit. Bald Rock. No, literally the rebrand, though. The rebrand, no longer REZZ Rocks. It's literally Bald Rocks. Like, that's it. I still wear the glasses, but it's just like, that's just the new thing. That's just like what we're doing now. 2023. New us. Holy shit. Oh man. Is a bald. I had to type that in the chat. Is a bald. I had to add that into the chat because I was just like, yeah. That's a good one. That's genius right there. That's the rebrand. That's the that's the Sunglass Sister Twitter rebrand. Is a bald. My like my fucking bio on Twitter should just say Isabald. The logo would be bald. Oh my. I need to get the dude that created my logo to make me bald in the fucking logo. No one's gonna get it other than people in this chat, though. What did I say? REZZ is the godfather of lesbians. I mean, that's a huge title you just gave me there. Contact. Oh, nice one. Someone's like, I really loved what you did when you used Contact by Digital Ethos. Dude, honestly, that song, love that you said that, because I love that song. That song, to me, is so fucking trippy and just... I've actually tweeted this before, so I'll say it on here as well, but there was one time that I was hanging with my friends, like, years ago, honestly. It was probably, like, I don't even know how long ago it was. But anyways, we were on acid. It's funny because I actually only did acid that one time. But I did it this one time, and we listened to Digital Ethos. I hope I pronounced his name right. That would be fucked up. But he's actually releasing on my label soon. But he released a song called Contact, and, like, that song is just so... It's the epitome of what I mean when I say, like, trippy stuff like that just sounds perfect for, like, a hypnotic set. Like, those sounds, those bass noises are perfect for just this, like, hypnosis, like, fucked up, everyone's fucked up, like, it's just, like, it's, like, the shit that I want to hear, and I imagine that it's trippy to hear for anyone. Stuff like that. I actually want to make some stuff like that, to be honest. I've been thinking about making like a... Like, I've been thinking about making like a EP in the future of, like, trippy, slow bass music, but not mid-tempo. Like, 140, 150, 135, actually. Like, just stuff like that. That's actually kind of like the superliminal thing that I'm working on. The superliminal edit is literally like, because obviously the superliminal deadmau5 song is like 128 BPM, like, you know, like, But I'm making like a trippy, slow, like half-ish version of that. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like gonna be cool. It's gonna sound really sick in like a live setting for sure. But yeah, I want to make more stuff like that. I really understand that stuff. Like I feel it. Like I feel like I understand it a lot. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I connect to those like weird kind of bass noises a lot. So when I tripped on acid at your EDC set, I'm not even joking, it took me like 2 months to get back to real life, and now my ears are just better than everyone's. Holy shit. Black Shadows for the second drop that went so hard. Okay, I know what you're talking about, I think. Black Shadows, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find it right now. Oh, yeah. I made an edit of that, I think. I don't know. I just threw that in there, though. I definitely have an edit of that, though. I think I might have titled it something else. I'm so unorganized. Like, it's actually so fucked. That's something I need to get better at, honestly. Oh, I found it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I need to get way better at organization, because seriously, like, the only person it's hurting is me, and it's bad. like, when I go to Joel's house, like, he is able to pull up any project file of his from, like, literally 2009. And he's like, oh, you want to hear this? It's like he'll, like, be able to pull that project up. I'm, like, so unorganized. However, I actually did find the Edge project file the other day. It's on my, like, old computer, and I added it onto I just got a new computer, so I added the project file to my new computer, because I was like, who knows, maybe I'll, like, fuck around with these stems. There's a lot of media files that are missing, though, but there's, like, the main gist of Edge, like, the main bass sound, certain melody, stuff like that still exists, so, I mean, that's basically all I'm gonna need. Someone's like, would you be willing to do a production stream one day? Yeah, I would do a production stream for sure. I have to get more comfortable with using this. Like, this is my first time ever in my life doing a stream on Twitch, like, ever. So I gotta figure things out. I like literally just found out what, like, OBS is, you know what I mean? Like, whatever this, like, streaming software thing is, like, I gotta learn more about how to stream my page and, like, all this stuff and whatever. But then I will definitely stream. The thing is like, I wouldn't stream it, because the thing is, like, I wouldn't stream straight away, starting a track from start to finish, because the thing is, sometimes for me, the hardest part is coming up with an idea. Once I come up with an idea, however, then I would for sure stream, because I'm like, all right, the idea's there. You guys don't have to, like, painfully watch me sitting there for, like, 5 hours, turning knobs, not doing any, like, not making any progress. It's like, I need to have an idea, and then I'm like, okay, now let's roll this out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's basically, like, what needs to happen, which I will be down to do, for sure. And also, do you guys think that Twitch is, like, the best place that I should be streaming? Like, I'm glad to see people joining this chat. Like, do you think this is, like, the move? Like, Twitch is definitely, like, the move to stream on? Or, like, is there anything better or whatever? Okay, yeah. For everyone's, people are like, yes, and then some people are like, for now, yes. As long as Elon doesn't get his hands on it. I'm glad the stream looks good, though. I got, like, a decent camera. I probably could have got a better one, honestly, but I was just like, I'm just gonna get something that's, like, fine. And I noticed this huge difference between this camera and the the built-in MacBook one, so whatever. And I got a microphone, too. Like, a proper one, rather. Like, I literally, if you would have asked me to stream, like, a year ago, I wouldn't have gotten any of this stuff. I would have just, like, done it on my MacBook. Like, just done everything, like, built-in MacBook. But I'm glad that I sort of decided to, like, take it, like, a little bit more Because obviously, I don't know, I just kind of enjoy hearing, like, it's, obviously I have my personal Twitter account, because it's just, like, it's nice to just post and talk about things that's, like, not just music related, and, like, also have things be a little bit separated. So if I ever, like, even if I, like, decided to do, like, some other crazy, like, business idea or, like, something crazy, I would just, like, promote it through my, like, Sunglass Sister account and just, like, not have because, like, I want REZZ to be, like, that, its own thing. Like, I just want that to be, like, it's, like, its own little project and, like, irrelevant to, like, everything else that I might do in my life, you know? Because, I don't know, I might do a bunch of random stuff, like, not just music. I don't know what, but we'll see what happens. Just winging it, honestly. There's so many options of things to do in this life. I don't freaking know what's gonna happen. Someone's asking where they can get this, like, REZZ light. I honestly don't even know. Like, someone gave me that, like, so long ago that, like, I don't even know where they came from. I wish I could, like, shout them out, though. What's your favorite Ukrainian food? I don't know if this is even Ukrainian. I think it is, though. Pierogies. Hold on. Are pierogies I feel like it is. Among Ukrainians, they're not... Oh, in Russian it's called vareniki. I don't have... I can speak Russian, but I don't have the Russian accent, so it doesn't sound all, like, bossy and shit. But yeah, it's I think it's a Ukrainian food. It's Ukrainian or Polish. Oh, Poland's national... Oh, Poland. Oh, hold on, though. Back in Kiev in modern day. I don't know. Ukraine has some kind of tie with it. Anyways, that is my favorite because I make that all the time for myself here. 'Cause it's like basically this, like, dough type situation with, like, potato inside. And then you can, like, I don't know, you can, like, boil it, fry it, put, like, shit on top. What else is there? Spinach ones. I didn't even know that was a thing. Someone's like, have you played Embers live? No, I actually haven't yet. I literally haven't played it live. Like, I was, like I said earlier in the chat, I was, like, super nervous to put that song out. I like the song a lot, by the way. I just, like I said, the balance between wanting to play a set that's, like, weird as shit, trippy, whatever, and then having songs like that like, don't really suit the set, like, makes me, like, question whether I should play it. But I am gonna play it because you guys have mentioned it multiple times. So I'm gonna play it in like, the Red Rock set. Gotta find that mastered version. Where's it at? Let's see. Look at me, just unorganized. No, I'll find it, though. I will definitely find this. All right, got it. Perfect. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we got there. And also, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys saying that you love it. I love that. Thank you. And also, it's like, we love the weird shit. We love the weird shit sometimes. The switch up being weird is what we need. I like that. I like that you feel that way. I feel the same way. Like, I can't, like, I could, hypothetically speaking, just, like, keep making, like, exclusively weird music, you know? And also, that's just nature for me. That's, like, fun for me. But, at the same time, it's, like, inevitable that I'm gonna make, like, random ass shit, too. That's, like, totally, totally, like, left field. But, I mean, like I said, I'm just trying to have fun. That is the most important thing. Yeah, and also, you guys are super nice and, like, accepting of, like, everything that I do. For the majority. Like, there's some people that end up disappointed sometimes, but, like, that's obviously inevitable. But, like, Yeah, I feel lucky though. I feel like in general my audience is definitely very like receptive and like open-minded and like also probably on the same page as me about like not wanting to like actually do the same thing over again, you know what I mean? But I mean the kind of more trippy stuff will always come out naturally anyway, and it's perfect for projects like Nightmare on REZZ Street. So that's awesome. But then once I started making songs like Someone Else and like stuff like that, that actually introduced me to like a whole new audience as well, and that's like so amazing to like, you know, branch out, and then you branch out, get all these new fans and all this new audience, and then you introduce them to your live shows, which are like generally much more trippy, and they're like, you basically force feed them this like weird shit. But yeah, it's good to switch it up. It's definitely good, but scary, but yeah. But yeah, I really feel bad for some producers. Like I just feel like some people like get like pigeonholed so hard, you know, and they feel as though they're trapped and like they can't do anything. And in some cases it is harder for them to branch out, and it's like, it's terrible. Because like at the end of the day, you gotta remind yourself that it has to be fun. Like, that's why I always try and remind myself like why I started doing this. When I started making music, like I was just like, oh my god, this is so fun and making me feel literally euphoric, and I want to get better and better and better, and like that was my motive, and then reaching success is like a side effect of that, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't sitting there like, I gotta do this today and make music for 12 hours because I want to be successful. Like, I mean, of course I wanted to be successful, but like that wasn't the motive, you know what I mean? Which made me actually quite patient. Like there was never a moment where I was like, this is taking so long or something to like, you know what I mean, to like reach any sort of success or anything, because like it just like, I just wanted to get better and like make better shit that I could. And so I kind of like just try and like, I got a pretty healthy relationship with music, honestly, not gonna lie. Like I definitely have like a good, like some people, everyone has their own struggle, like whether it be like with music production or whether it be with like touring or whatever, but for me with music production, I've had definitely a really healthy relationship with it. Like I've never like sat in my chair like wanting to like rip my hair out because I'm like having such a bad time. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm always just like, well, today I've made a punk song, so like sweet. And then like, you know, like I just like have fun basically. But I won't deny that my struggle has been rather touring, but I learned that excessive touring just like isn't for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like some people are like alien naturals at it, and they're just like, they like to be on the go, they like to be on the road 24/7, they don't care about being home, they don't care about like that stability, that comfort of being home, or maybe they're just chasing, you know, like they're either way, like it doesn't matter. But for me, I learned that it's just, yeah, that can't happen. I gotta slow it down and have some balance. I gotta like, and also I gotta make music. Like that's what makes me happy, is, you know, I mean, playing shows makes me happy as well. That's the thing, is playing shows and making music is amazing, but the travel aspect is absolutely gruesome. I'm sure some of you guys know it as well. Like you all travel to festivals. Like sometimes like when you're at least though, like, you know, you're traveling to the festival, there's like a lot of excitement around it, so that's really good. But like sometimes it's rough. Like sometimes you get like rammed in traffic for 2 hours, or like feel really sick on the road, or nauseous, or like whatever, or like miss your flight, or like, you know, there's like, it's chaos. But, you know, try to be appreciative. But I mean, it's easy for someone to say like, you know, be appreciative with something in your life, because like sometimes life is just hard, like tricky and difficult to navigate, like no matter what position you're in, like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, it's challenging sometimes, but it is what it is. My life's gotten so much better though since I've slowed down. Now I'm doing like a few shows per month, and like kind of like putting my entire ass into the shows, as opposed to like just like slamming myself with like 80 gigs a year, which is hilariously nothing to some people. Like Steve Aoki would be like, 80 gigs a year, I do that in 24 hours. But like yeah, I don't know. It's just, it can't pretend that it's like I'm built for that, you know? Like I'm like a small young lad. Like literally look at my arm, like I don't know, I'm a small lad. So like it's challenging out here sometimes. The Brooklyn Mirage show was a life-changing experience. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Definitely, if you haven't watched that set on YouTube, definitely check it out. I'm super proud of that set. I love it. It was a good one. It was definitely a good one. I also feel like Cam just smashed it so hard. Like we had a couple talks like before, and I was like, I really want to get those like hypnosis visuals back up there, like more than ever. Just like capitalize on that, really capitalize on that, and then it happened. That's what we did. We absolutely did that, and it's fucking sick. I mean, at least in my opinion. I'm happy with it, so. Do you still use the snake visual? I haven't used that in a while, but we might have to resort back to that. All right, let me see where I'm even at with all these things that I've just added. I'm actually glad because like in this chat you guys have definitely mentioned a lot of songs that I plan to play anyways. So it was definitely good that we're on the same vibe with that. I just gotta find some new shit that's not my own as well, because I like to have like a bunch of my shit, but then I like to find new people's stuff to like include like some like trippy like bass kind of stuff. So if anyone has any recommendations there, that could be good as well. Some shades. Oh, that was a good one. I like that Inhuman song by ISO. It's just like, it's not full. I mean, I could play it. I have an edit of that actually. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that actually. Human. All right, what is it, like Inhuman or something like that? I have that song. I don't know if I'll play it. We'll see. I'll throw it in there though. I'll throw it in there. The BPM of it's like, it's kind of, I mean, it's like probably like, I think it's like 126. Let me see. Yeah, 126. Oh, the She Heals Everything edit. That's a good suggestion because I actually don't even know if I ever played that. Or maybe I did like once. Yeah, I found it. I'm like, I find it. Yeah, I'll throw that in there just in case. Let's see. Soothsayer. What are we talking about? Hold on. Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, I have it, whatever that is. Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, that's a sick one. We'll see what happens with that. I had that in my collection of songs, so that's good. You played a lot last year. Mix. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did check out the EPROM album. It's definitely sick. I need to like re-listen to it though. I gotta like check out all the songs, see if I find anything. Yeah, but that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. Like, yeah, hold on. 666 Acid. EPROM's sick. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that's just so fucked up, and I love it. Cool, got that. One True God. Someone's like, love fucked up music. I think we can all agree in the chat that we love fucked up music. I feel like that's sort of the general consensus here. I don't think that will ever stop. I think that is what's preferred. Let's see, what else? I absolutely love fucked up music. Incredible. Let's see, so, what is that? My iTunes is like so slow right now for some reason. Hopefully my computer doesn't crash. Some crazy shit like that. I got this new computer, but I'm actually not on it right now. I'm on my other computer just because, like, I put all this new stuff, like, I put all my shit on my new computer, but there's, like, a bunch of, like, random shit that's missing still, so, like, I'm just, like, gonna, like, go with my, like, what I know, but this computer's, like, almost full of space. Like, it's honestly ridiculous. I didn't even realize that you can get a new MacBook and get, like, so much space on it and shit, like an unlimited amount of space. I'm like, what? Like, I did not know you could like max out your MacBook that much. I actually didn't even do it this time with my new computer because I didn't realize it until I like left. I was like, wow, I could have gotten upgrades on everything here, but I don't know. I'm not like, I don't really need like a crazy amount of upgrades, but let's see. Oh, immersive. I'll check out that guy's music, or whoever. I don't know. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a dude. Immersive. I'll write that down. Oh my god! I think you guys are gonna fuck with this super liminal edit. Once it. I mean, what I'm hoping for. So basically, like, I have like a layout of a done, like basically like a skeleton of it that's like done. But then I know once I go to Joel's house, I just know he's gonna do some crazy shit to it, make the mix sound so much better. He won't let anyone mix his songs. That's the thing. So it's like, if he like, I'm actually stoked about that though, because like I did a lot of the stuff on Hypnocurrency, and then I went to his house, and then he like mixed Hypnocurrency and just fucking smashed it and did so well on it. I mean, obviously. But with the superliminal thing, I think he's gonna like make it sound so much better once he like mixes it on all his like crazy equipment that he has. I literally just use my headphones. I just use my headphones and my Mac. That's it. But I'm stoked. It's so hyped to have him like mix shit. Like, I mean, he's never mixed any of my songs. He's only mixed Hypnocurrency, and now I'm hoping that he mixes superliminal. I mean, he's not gonna let me mix superliminal. Like, he's gonna be like, I can do this like 400 times better, so let me do it. And I'd be like, okay, perfect then. Still looking at this shit. Yeah, someone's like, it's very reassuring to see you not have some of the crazy equipment, because over here, plugins are super expensive, no doubt about that. They're expensive, and like, it's just like, it's just not necessary, and I just think that's like important though. But I mean, you know, certain plugins are freaking amazing. For example, like, there's like some simple shit like this thing called Magic Stereo, which is like perfect for like widening. A lot of Fab Filter stuff is really good for like, I don't know, some like distortion, like EQing and stuff like that. There's some good ones, but I mean, like I said, it's just like not necessary. And like, less is more. I find like the more shit I have on my computer, I feel like the more shit I have on my computer, like the more options you have, you're almost like flabbergasted. I'm like, where do I even start? Whereas like, if you were like in prison and had nothing but Ableton and had like one like synth, one like, and everything in the box with Ableton, you'd like learn how to become a pro at everything within Ableton and like achieve insane results, as opposed to like putting all of your attention to this and that and like a little bit here, a little bit there. It's like better to just like put all your attention into one. Like, I'd rather be like a Serum expert than like know a little bit about Serum, know a little bit about Spire, know a little bit about like something else, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know, kind of a goal I have for myself, honestly. And it's, once again, a reassuring thought. Reassuring thought that you just don't need everything crazy and everything expensive. At the end of the day, like, ideas and like visions and ideas you have are so much more important. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, anyway, I feel like this was very helpful. I'm going to chill for a bit now and probably like eat something. And I will be back on Twitter. But now that this worked, like, and this was chill, I'm definitely going to do it more. Like I said, I did say I was going to do it. I was just waiting. Like, I already had, like, I had the camera and shit, but I just, like, wasn't sure, like, whether, like, when I should start or what I should, like, I don't know. I just wasn't sure yet. Now, all is well, and I will be doing this more, and we'll be chilling here and having conversations. And, yeah, you guys can always ask me whatever questions here. Because it's fun. It was actually fun. Like, I'm down to answer literally whatever and talk about whatever, and just, like, it's fun. It's, like, fun to give opinions on here, and, like, yeah, just talk about random shit. Somehow I'm still finding little bits of water in this, like, in this bottle, so good for me, I guess. But anyways, I will talk to you guys again on Twitter. So I'll see you soon.